Hello, my name is Catherine Ricks, and I just wanted to share a little bit about what I learned in this cycle. My essential question this 2 week period was what is worth teaching, and I just wanted to share a little bit about what I learned. My first question was how can I help my students discover who they are? And the following quote helped me better understand how to help youth develop. It says, "Youth development, the process of growing up and developing one's capacities, happens no matter what we do. The challenge is to promote positive youth development and plan quality experiences with young people." This is a set of researchers at the University of Minnesota. Many people have used their tools, the criteria that they have made. They discussed 8 keys that can help youth to develop to their greatest capacity and to help them be lifelong, well-adjusted adults. The first of their keys is youth feel physically and emotionally safe. I thought that was fascinating. Why is that important to be emotionally safe in order to develop? And I found the answer in the following quote. It says, "Modeling positive behavior and discussing it with my students helps me create a positive environment where students feel safe and cared for, and where they can develop behavioral skills that they will use the rest of their lives." So we see how, by our example, by modeling good behavioral things, we can help students maintain this desire to be responsible and respectful, to discover themselves, and to develop to their full capacities in this life. Um, the the teenage mind is um, very active. There, it's it's growing a lot during those years, and as we, as educators and teachers, um, help them, we'll be able to bless many lives. Um, mm, I wondered how this philosophy, um, Maxine Green's philosophy, has been applied throughout the educational system. And through my research, I haven't found specific examples, except that many people have studied her philosophy, um, and many people talk about the preparation of the teacher more more so than other things. Um, I took this picture when I was 19 at BYU, Idaho, and I loved it because it was early in the morning. I think I was going to the temple, and I just thought that looked beautiful right next to the Taylor Chapel. Um, as an educator, you have to be prepared before you go into a classroom. Similar to the parable of the 10 virgins, they had to be prepared before um, before they were able to go and meet their bridegroom. And there were 5 wise and 5 foolish. And I want to be prepared. I want to be a good teacher. And I know that as I prepare myself spiritually, physically, emotionally, and intellectually, that I'll be able to help many more people. That's that's kind of my understanding of being wide awake, um, to the world, to how I can be an influence in the world. Elena Stelton said, and I think I've shared this before, that in order to make a difference in the world, you have to be different from the world. And I know that as we prepare, we will be able to do that. Just in conclusion, I wanted to share this quote by Dallin H. Oaks. He said, "We should begin by recognizing the reality that just because something is good is not a sufficient reason for doing it. The number of good things we can do far exceeds the time available to accomplish them. Some things are better than good, and these are things that should command priority attention in our lives." This is from his talk, Good, Better, Best. And I think sometimes when we wonder what is worth teaching, what is the best thing that I can share with my students, there are many things that are good, and there are many things that are better. But I would invite you to find the best things to share, the things that will last throughout their whole lives. Um, to be an example to your students, because they will forget facts and other things. They will remember the skill set. They will remember you. And I know that as you seek to be a light and an example in the educational system, and that as you seek to teach the things that are of most worth, you will find joy, and you'll do much good in this world for your students, for your families, and for others you may meet.